All right, so I wrote the cardinal rule. I wrote this, and I have not yet read it out loud, so y'all bear with me. All right, this is called Girl Power. I'm not overly feminist, obviously not a misogynist. Like most, I'm somewhere in between. But I sure am tired of the expectations. You know the ones. The unwritten rules that we often don't question because somebody's mama or grandmama raised them that way, as if that makes them any less oppressive. The ones that I have a hard time passing on to my daughter because I just can't figure out why I should. The first time I realized my issue with this, my husband and I actually told our daughter to eat, told our daughter not to eat with her elbows on the table, and when she wanted to understand why it's rude, I had nothing to tell her except something that sounded lamely like, it just is. And I realized it was unacceptable for me to promote practices that I can't actually justify to the remarkable young woman I'm raising. I owe her more than that, because that's what my parents gave to me. I'm not overly feminist, obviously not a misogynist. Like most, I'm somewhere in between, but I can't stand the stereotypes. You know the ones. Like the one that says, my husband belongs in the doghouse if he doesn't do something special for me on Valentine's Day, instead of expecting me to do something over the top special for him. Or the one that somehow still manages to make little boys think it's out of the question for my daughter to be a transformer for Halloween because she loves to tote around her little yellow purse. I respect my elders always, but I once heard a woman instructing my daughter that the proper way for a lady to come before the Lord is dressed up real pretty in a nice dress. And my poor, confused 6-year-old looked at me in distress, no doubt recalling that she had gone to church in jeans just the day before. So I promptly reminded her that the proper way for anybody to come before the Lord is with your heart stripped bare and open to Him, and everything else is secondary. Because I can't tell her that God examines your heart but won't bother to look if you aren't dressed right. I'm not overly feminist, obviously not a misogynist. Like most, I'm somewhere in between, but I have this thing about girl power. Because for every girl we empower by telling her she can dress the way she wants and explore her sensuality and not be ashamed of it, someone else is empowering another girl to do the same so they can film them, traffic them, exploit them, and use them to make a buck. Because for every single mom who is fighting to raise her kids after their father walked out, there's another one using her children as weapons to punish a father who wants to be in their lives because his relationship with her didn't work out. Because for every strong woman we celebrate for being independent and about her business without the help of a man, there's another who's celebrating her rise to success by making it a point to emasculate every man in her path just because it makes her feel powerful and in control. I'm not overly feminist and obviously not a misogynist, but as a woman, I know one thing. I don't give a damn about your girl power. All I care about is how you use it. Thank you.